the goal is to stay here. And the most recent quote I had seen from David Poyle before the other day was like, we've agreed on everything except the AAV, basically. Which to me
great.
says, like...
Yeah. So you have not necessarily agreed on... Because, I mean, that is the hardest thing, is it not?
I would say maybe term is, just because they have the extra year to give.
Yeah,
and
it's weird to agree on term and not have the AAV, but you're right. Maybe the term is 8 years. And okay.
Because no other team can give him 8 years unless they trade his rights.
Right.
So the issue is this, as far as I can tell. There's two guys on the Nashville Predators who make $8 million a year. Mm-hmm. And it's Matt Duchene and Ryan Johansson, two guys the Predators don't want to have on the roster anymore. They're like, we would love to cut our losses with these guys. And maybe Matt Duchene had a great year.
I was going to say, Matt Duchene had a great year, and is this one of those things where you look at a guy, you look at his salary, you look at his contract, and you go, we really need to move on from this guy, but we can't because his value is underwater. Oh, please let him have a good year so that we can maybe move him. And then fast forward, he has a good year, and you go, maybe we don't want to move him now. We got to hold on to him.
4 more years. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. $8 million a pop.
He's a lesser version of like the Jeff Skinner dilemma, except
Jamie Benn, sure, all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's another one.
That contract value declining every year.
Fair to say. Yeah.
So that's interesting. So those two guys are making $8 million. Roman Yossi's making a shade over $9 million. Now, if I'm Philip Forsberg, I look at the other guys who signed UFA contracts when they were like 27, 28 years old, and I'm looking at like Jamie Benn, and I'm going, well, he got like 9.5, whatever he got. Like, I can see where the Predators go, we're drawing a line. Nobody gets paid more than Roman Josi. The Nicholas Lidstrom rule, right?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
But
the best player
it always makes perfect sense if you can get people to buy into it. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. It makes sense for the Predators to say, this is our line. You can't make a cent more than Roman Josi does.
Like the Avalanche tried that with Nathan McKinnon for a few years, and then eventually it's like...
Right. No. It had to not work anymore. But, so, I don't know, like, the market for left wings who sign contracts around the same age, like Philip Forsberg, especially if you're like, well, look how much better I am than Duchene and Johansson. Like, let's